Well, I first met Elizabeth Stewart on December 29th, 1959, when I went to the home of her mother, Mary Elizabeth Deschaux, to establish what could well be the first charitable foundation in the state of Utah. It was relatively small at that time and was small during her lifetime, but when Elizabeth passed away, she had no children, so she left her entire fortune to her charitable foundation, and that's how it came to be.
Well, the mission of the Stewart Education Foundation is to support educational, cultural, and life-enhancing programs, mostly for the people of Weber County. So to give you an idea of what that means to me, I'm going to tell you a story. When I was a little girl, I had no idea who Elizabeth Stewart was. All I knew is that there was a house on College Drive, and if you went to the house and rang the bell, a nice lady would open the door and give you a cookie. So serving on the board of directors of the Stewart Education Foundation, to me, is like carrying on Elizabeth's tradition of giving. She may be gone, but she is still handing out an awful lot of cookies.
Don and Elizabeth had a love both for the community and the college, basically a love affair. Basically, too, you can say that the two happiest years of their lives were spent while they were students at Weber Normal College, a combined school as it was known in those days. There beginning to be some small but meaningful gifts given to the institution. When I started as a director of development, I naturally associated with them. In that capacity, the hundreds of dollars that they'd given were kind of maybe baby steps. Finally, Elizabeth came to me one day and said, "Dean, isn't there something bigger we should be doing from the college?" And out of that question came the $1 million endowment for the library, a couple of $1 million to the D Event Center. Neither this campus nor the community would quite be the same.
You can't go any place on the campus of Weber State University and not see the impact this foundation has made. From the student housing to Elizabeth Hall and Stewart Stadium, the transformative impact the Stewart Education Foundation has made is quite impressive.
I would like to say two projects that I believe that Don and Elizabeth would be very proud of. First off would be the Stewart Bell Tower. It is an icon of Weber State. It's beautiful to see, and it really represents Weber State University. The other one that I believe they would be especially proud of are the skyboxes at Stewart Stadium. Elizabeth loved her Wildcats, and there's no better place to watch a game than the skyboxes.
Donnell and Elizabeth Stewart were humble, gentle, giving souls who gave for the sole purpose of helping others. They never needed to hear thank you, but we need to say it. And that's what this WSU Salutes President's Award does. They would be honored and happy to receive it.